G'day advisors, Guy Freeman here from PlatinumPracticeCircle.com. Just wanted to bring you this quick framework. It's worked really well for me over the years and something that I've really developed and built some scripts around. Question come up the other day in Platinum Practice Circle in a coaching session from one of our advisors who was having some troubles getting clients across the line. He's built his automated marketing funnel and was able to get people in for the first appointment, but once he got them there, he was really struggling to get them to become clients and actually pay him money. And sometimes the issue was to the right type of clients that he was actually bringing on board where he didn't want to. So this framework does a couple of things. It's really built to get those high paying clients, the ones that you want, through a filtering process, and it allows you to have more control and structure over your first meeting with the client as well. It's really important that we as the advisors need to be in control of the meeting and have a clear path for our clients to follow along. So it's really important to set the scene early. So let's have a quick run through it. So really there's three main steps to the framework, and the first one is really building some rapport, setting the agenda and then the goal of the meeting. The next is and this is a process that I really like, it's stretching the gap and then getting hired. And none of this doesn't need to have any of those 106 sneaky closes or feeling sleazy about it or anything like that. At the end of this meeting, if you're the right person to help them, and if you're not, then hopefully you can point them in a direction where you can. And really, we should be seeing this advisors as an auditioning process for the clients to become part of our client community, as opposed to the other way. And really, a lot of your marketing filtering can help you that. When people are contacting you, really put you in the driver's seat as well. So let's get to it. This here is actually working at 85% for me, converting. Once they come in that first appointment, 85% of people are actually becoming clients in my firm. So the first bit is building rapport, and this is really 3 minutes max. Just a little bit to get to know each other and find a little bit of common ground, but don't spend too long there at all. Next bit is really setting the agenda, and this is really just giving them a quick framework of how the meeting's going to work. So firstly, we want to get really clear about their financial world as it is today. Next, we want to understand what their goals and what they're looking to achieve from a planning and financial perspective. And then thirdly, we want to say, okay, well, we know where you are now, we know where you want to be, and this is what we would be recommending once we understand their problems and where they're coming from. Next question I asked really too is just if there's any burning issues that you want to make sure that you cover off on, and then make sure that you're writing this down as well. Shows that you're listening, and you can refer back to it to help as part of your strategy process. Now the next bit is something that I learnt from Taki Moore, and it's really the point of the meeting, and this is really good to get the client start thinking. Because at the end of the day, all they're really there for is some free information, especially if you're doing that first consult where the cost is on you and it's free for them. So the question is, why us and why now? Or why me and why now? And it's a really great question for them to start really thinking, what their problems are and why they might need you, and why they've contacted you in the first place to help with whatever their problem might be. The next bit really, as I said, so I like using a whiteboard for this next bit. It really sets out a really nice advisory map. So firstly, and it's called stretching the gap, this process. So basically, we say, okay, well, this is your financial world today, and I like to break their assets up into 3 categories. More about this in PlatinumPracticeCircle.com. And it's to get really clear. Ask questions, go deeper where you need to as well. The next bit to it is to understand what their goals are. So what they're looking to achieve from a money and planning perspective, and also then working out some of their bigger picture goals. And this doesn't matter if they're clients who are just starting out or we've got people who are in wealth management. This process works for absolutely everybody. And getting an understanding of their big picture goals, like how, if you were retired today, how much would it cost you to pay for life, to live comfortably? And then we can work back towards our nest egg assets, and we can create a little bit of a gap that way too, and I'll come back to that. So getting their goals nice and clear again, go deep where you need to. And then next again is to get the client to start thinking about what it is that stopped them achieving their goals at the moment. And it also allows you to sort of get a little bit more clear about what's holding them back, and if you're really the right person to help them as well. So what we want to know is everything that's broken, any roadblocks that stop them, and anything that's getting in their way of actually getting results. So once we've done that, we've come up with a pretty nice advisory map. And again, we're not providing any prescriptions yet. This is all just understanding about their problems and building trust along the way with good questions. The next bit then is to get hired. So here we keep checking in to see what value they've got so far out of the meeting. And then we're not going to prescribe anything in terms of this is how you should do it. Really, it's an overview of the strategies that we would be recommending to fill the gap, not exactly how they would go about it. And in my firm, we've developed calculators to be able to show them the gap on a one-pager to say this is where you are now, this is where you want to be, and these are the things, these are the strategies. And it actually goes through step by step. And I would suggest that we just do, one pill at a time. So one strategy at a time, check in for value. Have I explained everything in a way that makes sense? Are you comfortable getting started on that strategy? Or are you comfortable with everything so far? And then say, where do you think we should go from here? And that really leads to the pricing conversation. And that's a whole video on its own. So anyway, I hope you got some value there from that. This has helped me, as I said, convert 85% of people to actually clients, ranging from ongoing fees of $2,000 per annum right up to $15,000 per annum. So get some more information. If you want a copy of this framework, platinumpracticecircle.com, and you'll be able to download a copy there as well.